All right, we're hitting the road. We're headed down to Eastern Kentucky. Some Kentucky adventure tour and a little bit of the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. It's freezing, but I guess we'll survive. See you there. Check out this Texas-sized donut. That's my hand. That's a Texas-sized donut right there. In Kentucky, of course. All right, we're at the top of Pumpkin Hollow here, which is covered in snow. So hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. This is my first time on this trail, so I don't really know what I'm getting into here. But we are going to air down the tires a little bit here and see what we get into here. It's going to be an adventure, I think. We got 4 trucks on the trip with us today. We got the Titan from one of my last videos and the Tacoma from one of my first videos, and then we've got a new addition here on his first trip in a Dodge Ram, which is the biggest vehicle here. So fun times will be had. Hope we can get that big truck down the trail.
So how's it going?
It's going good. Can't wait to get on the trail.
Okay, so apparently his 4-wheel drive isn't working, and this ice is really, really thick.
It's actually not this truck, it's the Dodge in the back, so no surprise there, right? I'm gonna get lots of hate for that comment. You gotta hold the camera up, there we go. So we're trying to get him into 4-wheel drive, and if we can't, we'll take him to the campsite and he can just bum a ride with someone else and we'll come back to the trails. But they are completely covered in ice, so I don't know how far we're getting anyway, but
I think this used to be a creek.
yeah, pretty
but
much.
This is literally the thickest ice ever seen.
You gotta hold that camera steady, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Can he back out on his own?
He might be able to. If not, I got traps.
All right, we'll see if we can get up here and turn around. There's space, but it's pretty soggy. I think if I go up in it and back up the trail, then you can come around. You'll just be in front of me on the way out.
Sounds good.
Wow.
Yeah, ice skate. For sure. All right.
We're stuck. We're not.
Keep filming. Here he goes. Easy peasy. I was worried it'd be real slick up here or deep, but
That was easier than trying to turn this thing around.
I know.
We're going back down. Look at that landscape.
that rock.
Yeah, I'm hugging this side pretty good. Well, 5 minutes into the trail.
Go, it's
If it's anything like last year, we'll go the rest of the trip. Got your camera ready?
Already recording.
Bring it over here and point it at me.
Okay.
Make sure you're looking at what you're pointing at. Back up a little bit. Right there's good. So, hold it right there. In typical Kentucky Petrolhead off-road trip fashion, 5 minutes into the trail, there's a problem. Last time it was me, because the skid plate got pushed up under my belt and knocked the belt off. This time, it's the Dodge, which doesn't have the four-wheel drive, just quit. So we just aired down. We got 5 minutes into the trail, and now we gotta air back up, take his truck to the campsite, and then try again. So good times. Hopefully, just like last time, that's our only issue for the whole trip. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. So I've been using this Milwaukee tire inflator now, and this thing is awesome. You just sit it there, set the PSI, and it airs it up for you. And it's pretty quick. I had my tires at 15, and within less than a minute, we're up to 27 already. So definitely makes things easier. I know I don't have the truck attached, 4 lines at the same time, air pump, but that's all right. We're overlanding cheap here, if you can call Milwaukee cheap. Hi, pup.
I was disappointed that we didn't get to do Pumpkin Hollow, but we'll come back down and try it again. I think the front spindle on one side of the Dodge was broken because you could hear it rattling when he would try to do anything. He almost got it stuck just trying to get into our campsite because it didn't have 2-wheel or 4-wheel drive. But we'll come back and hit this trail again. It looks like a lot of fun for the little bit that I got to do. It could have been for the best though, because after getting home I saw that someone had tried to go down that trail and slipped down one of the sides and nearly flipped over his Jeep. So maybe God was watching out for us there. We'll try it again a different day when it's not covered in ice. But for now, we're going to take the Dodge back to the campsite and try some different trails close to the campsite.
Looks just like snow. It's not been iced down and packed down. There's been a few vehicles up and down it. There might be some ice underneath of it, but we'll walk down here and take a look.
Is it recording?
I just hit record.
Okay.
Hold it up. There you go.
Okay. So we are checking this trail to see if it's safe to go down, because I guess we're not entirely sure. I mean, it doesn't really look that safe, considering looking how far down that goes. If we were to wreck, I don't think we would be very happy. Well, wouldn't want to fall down that cliff. Is it a cliff? I can't tell. Very steep hill also. I keep slipping. If any photographers are watching, you might want to come here and take a picture of this. It's pretty nice.
Let's go up there and air down. We just wanted to check the hill and make sure it wasn't ice, because some of these well-traveled roads up here are sheets of ice. But this is mostly snow, so if we do go off on one of the corners, it's probably going to be that one. Then we'll just hit the wall. But you know, it's better than going that way.
Dun dun dun!
Let's go air down and we'll give it a shot. I think it's doable too. Yeah.
Four low.
Yeah.
First gear.
So when you come around this corner here, if you kind of come out wide, and then you can kind of shoot down straight, and then if you go off, you're going into a hill instead of off the hill.
Yeah, it's got a nice mound.
And then the second half, this is the worst part right here. So.
But the nice thing is, if you slip, you're still going into that mound.
Right.
And that mound will guide you almost.
Yeah. All right, so we're getting ready to go down a pretty steep hill here, which has snow on it. So we'll see how it goes. 4 low, air down to 15. Take it easy. It's mostly snow, so I don't see any ice. Easy peasy, no slippage. Just 4 low, first gear. Now this is the steepest part and the sharpest turn. But should be all right. I'm still alive, going well, no slippage.
Praise the Lord. But once you're past that first turn, let Blake know he can go.
Yeah, you can probably come on down, Blake. I'm out of the way.
On the way.
Once you get to the bottom of Bald Rock, the big hill at the beginning of the track there, you're just running along a valley here and have a bunch of runs through the creek. You also need to watch out for all the rock climbers, as they like to come down here and walk around up to these cliffs to climb. Normally these creeks are real easy to cross, they're pretty shallow and they have a hard bottom, but this time presented a particular challenge because there was like 3-inch thick ice that we were breaking through that just turned into big icebergs that we then had to try to get around and over. So it took a little bit of work. It made for a fun challenge and a little bit of sweating because we didn't want to put ice through the radiator, but yeah, fun times were had by all, I'm sure. A little bit of dents in the Tacoma's skid plates there, I think, because when he goes through, all you can hear is skid plates scratching. But everything was all right.
Come towards me. You got an iceberg over here.
Back it up a little bit.
Whoa! Just take an ice bath. Let's go, buddy.
Oh. I'm gonna go this way.
Oh my. Ooh.
Get up, get up.
Oh no. Sinking in.
That's good. Do it again. All right, now back it up and try going straight.
He's gonna try to push some ice off your axle.
That's the bad thing about going last.
Yeah, I know. It just isn't fair. We should draw straws next time.
Better me though.
I know.
If you go going last,
It'd be over. Maybe he's stuck. Had to pull him out. Oh my goodness.
that's a little sketchy. He's chopping around your tires. The action.
Yeah.
It's all caught up under your axle. I'm afraid you're going to tear the whole thing out. I know. Well, there's less water in Spot Creek, but that hill at the top, that hole at the top is going to be impossible to get out of if it's frozen over. Now, tomorrow might be different, or Sunday on the way out. That was a bit nerve-wracking, huh? Yes, it is. Getting back through there is going to be fun.
Whoa!
Go around.
No balls.
Yeah.
You won't.
That'd be a nice bath.
No. Yeah. I mean, that's the worst of the creek crossings right there.
Well, it's a good thing I weigh 150 pounds.
You want some weight? I'll give it to you.
No thanks.
You want some weight?
Did I go for like a slide?
No balls. I was more hoping.
Hey! Blake, I should have been like.
It's all fun again.
I started hearing some cracking. So
Good stuff.
That was fun. I thought we were going to have to tow him out with an iceberg sticking out of his radiator, but anyway,
to find a way around.
on we go.
Yeah, I don't want to go through that again.
No, me neither. I'm afraid we'll get a radiator
Yeah,
busted.
it's
So
a little too bumpy, yes.
yeah, we'll go, or a tire cut. We'll try to go out the other end to fix her, and then we can come back on.
I was worried that my tire was gonna pop in the worst place that it could pop.
Yeah.
I would have just strapped it and gotten a new Tacoma at that point.
Well, I'd have been down here pulling your truck out because I'd take it home and fix it. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
We made an attempt here to go down Fixer, which is one of my favorite trails. This is kind of the big water hole at the beginning of Fixer, which is normally very easy to get through. But as you can see with these chunks of ice and no skid plates, that it was a bit difficult. I have taller tires than in a lift kit versus the Tacoma, so I don't think he would have made it through. Plus, none of us were interested in tearing up our cars, but you can see my plastic bumper here as I'm trying to back out, fold forward, and thankfully nothing hit the bottom of my radiator because it's one of these more modern ones. There's the plastic bended. One of the more modern ones with a plastic bottom, so I'd have been puking fluid.
the problem we're running into is all the water holes are full of like 2-inch thick ice, and we're afraid we're going to put holes in the radiator or who knows what, which I've heard that has happened to multiple people on the trails here recently. So,
Well, right after the main creek, we saw oil or whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was mine. I was panicking.
A long trail of it.
So I think we're just going to take the easy roads back to the campground and be warmer tomorrow, and we'll see what happens.
I think it's better.
It is what it is.
We arrived at our campsite just as the sun was setting, and what a beautiful view for a campsite. The Taco and the Titan, both with their rooftop tents, were set up pretty quickly. They just had to level their trucks. Myself and my Coleman, although it is a large and comfy tent, it is a bit of a headache to set up. So I'm looking for something different. But once it's set up, it is very comfy inside. Then we got started on our dinner.
Alright, we got a picnic table set up. Propane 3 burner. Another prep table over here. Having some brats. Got a fire going.
Yeah, it's going for sure.
We got one rooftop tent on the Titan. And we got a truck bed tent. This is our Conestoga wagon for cooking. Another one with the tent on the top. And then my palace over here. Got my diesel heater ready to go, going in the, I guess it's a dog door. I don't have a pet, but it came with it. Ready to go. Little view of our tent. Usually have a chair in here, but with the cot and the extra people, kind of made it a little tight. Got me a lantern hanging up there with a speaker, and then this tent, for whatever reason, has like a little dog entrance over there, and that's where the heat vent for the diesel heater runs. Nice setup.
This wasn't my first time down this trail, and I always love it down here, but this particular trip, the beauty with the snow covering everything was just breathtaking. Everywhere we went, it was like being in a different place, seeing it in a new light with all the snow and the ice. It's a big part of why I overland. It's not just to get out and have fun in the trucks and try some new challenges, but it's also to experience the beauty of nature and just get away from the hustle and bustle of daily life. This is a great place to do it. It's quiet, it's beautiful, and there's a peace that comes with no cell service, no alerts, no one to bother you, just my friends, my boy, some fun in my truck, and some peace and quiet. And that is why I love to overland. Kentucky Petrolhead, over and out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and don't miss day 2 in the next episode.